Jimmy Pattison, one of the richest guys in Canada,
Yeah.
he's sold his piece of land, or he's
Yeah.
actually traded it to the city to connect the walkway for the seawall, and
Okay.
he's selling his house for $1.
What's the main reason I'm actually even here today for this podcast is because we know if we leave you two alone,
Yeah.
the conversation goes sideways.
He's like, maybe you guys should do your real estate thing. I'm like, man, if we start talking about whatever, like
Yeah.
our conversations, and he tells me, he's like, dude, sometimes we're just on the phone so long, like don't even know, 2-3 hours. And what the hell did we talk about?
Yeah.
What did we accomplish?
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing,
Nothing.
No, man. We're not going to talk about this when we end up talking about the same thing again. Yeah.
Because we're always planning about business or how to market a little bit better in his business and my business.
Yeah.
We're pretty much doing the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So actually, I want to transition to something. So maybe you guys might have heard of it, but Jimmy Pattison, one of the richest guys in Canada,
Yeah.
he's sold his piece of land, or he's
Yeah.
actually traded it to the city to connect the walkway for the seawall, and
Okay.
he's selling his house for $1. And the catch is that you can't demolish the house. If you're buying the house for $1, you're actually scooping it up and you're moving it to another plot of land. And and the
okay.
land itself is being donated because there's one or two more houses left in front of the waterway that needs to be used to connect the final path. So you don't just have to get off the path to go around the house.
Yeah.
You can actually just continue on the path, right?
Yeah.
So with a house like that, it's 80 or 90 years old. What are we doing? Where are we moving this thing? Also, Jimmy Pattison, he didn't just give the land to City of Vancouver for free. He actually got something in return.
I
The whole
wouldn't
point is
think
like
that you would.
Another plot of land. The city, a plot of land that the city owns.
A better plot.
Well, it's better. Well, it's a fair trade.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. It's like the game of Monopoly. The city
sense.
needs to trade Boardwalk. Probably gave him Baltic or something, or St. James Place.
You know the squares.
Monopoly. Yeah, I played it just like a couple days ago with.
You know the names of the Monopoly board?
No, I don't.
That's how you know he's in real estate.
Yeah.
He knows the names like Baltic. What?
Not
Yeah.
now. Not
I
now.
was thinking, if he tried to sell that to the city, it would fetch millions and millions of dollars because that's what city needs to kind of finalize the piece. So I'm kind of curious as to what he's picking up. But my thought process was like, okay, if somebody buys this for $1, they obviously have to relocate this entire house.
Yeah.
You know, from your inspection, and you have like building experience as well, what are they actually doing to relocate a house? And the connections and the pipes and the
Is that
electrical
even
work.
possible?
It is. They do it in the
is.
States.
So even like down the street from my house, what they do is they're not even tearing the house down. They're actually just have the houses on concrete blocks. They'll come pick the house. Just the foundation's got to be there. They set the house back down on there, right? So
I'm guessing the house was built on a slab. It's about
it
70,
doesn't
80
need
years
to be.
old. No?
It doesn't need to be.
It's like
no,
surgery on a house.
No.
Yeah.
No. The
You dig up
foundation.
the ground and then lift and move the
Yeah,
house.
so they've pretty much picked the house up from the foundation, put it on blocks, and then they're gonna take that house elsewhere, wherever it is, and they're just gonna use the same idea, put the house back down, right?
That's super interesting.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, they come pick, how you would pay for excavation. Some of these companies, I shouldn't say a lot. I even actually met a realtor. He's a builder. He's
They
like,
have
they'll
trailers
come.
big enough?
So he's like, they will just come pick your house up for free.
Yeah.
They'll do it for free.
A prefab house ready to go.
Yeah, they'll
I guess
pick
the
it up for free.
dimensions have to fit.
Yeah.
the city
I don't know where these houses are going, but they'll pick it up for free.
Yeah. It was just interesting to know that for the city to kind of bypass having to pay taxes,
Yeah.
property taxes and all that, and the exchange of deeds,
Yeah.
all he did is he swapped pieces of land, and he's selling the house for $1.
Yeah.
And that overcomes the entire objection of who's paying the taxes. And it's for he's doing it for the public. He's not doing it for himself or making money.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering, like, what kind of plot of land he's getting after that sale.
I'm sure, like, when you said to me he's giving it for free or to the city, I'm like, there's gotta be something.
That's the catch.
The thing is, it could be a donation. Like, the way I see it is like I think he's old. I don't know him.
He's 92, 93 years old.
What's he gonna do with this land in a few years? If he's lucky, he gets a few more years and he's gone. And his kids have it, and then what? They've got so much money. I don't know. I actually would like to see him donate it.
That'd be nice.
So it's done. The transaction's done now. Whoever picks up the house, I guess in Vancouver, if you go there, you'll probably see somebody moving this yellow house along the street.
Is it like a proper like mansion? Or like a...
No. It's like one of those like Vancouver specials.
He lived in that?
Like heritage home.
He lived in that and he had it rented. It's right on the waterfront. It's why he never gave it up, because he would actually just go there just to hang out. I mean, outside of his, I don't know how many $1 million of a house he has. He's one of the richest guys in Canada, right? So that was interesting. So what's the next step after your business?
After my business, you know,
what do you got planned for the end of the year, for the new year?
New Year's, so as
getting married.
No.
That's what his mom would say.
That's what my mom would say.
Why do you gotta do that, man?
You gotta come up. Because I went to his mom's place. Awesome place. View of downtown.
Out in Vancouver. Yeah.
Oceanfront view.
Auntie's super nice. Everybody, all the kids visit her.
One, I ate so much food. I haven't ate that much food since. Seriously, I kid you not.
Yeah.
Two, the conversation was, Sally needs to get married.
I think that's a conversation that'll probably never die, man.
Yeah.
I think when the time is right, it'll happen. You know, I always look for ways to just get better, and you know, the right person will come along for me. It's whenever, even though, to answer your question, even though I started home inspections, my idea was just always get into development building. So you know, that's my goal. That's what I want to do. That still is my goal.
And you have a shoe in for it with your brothers. And
So my brother and I work together, younger brother and I. So it's, you know, it's good. It's good. I always say I'm pretty lucky, like where my brother and I are able to work together, right? So like any brotherhood, like there are issues, but like for the most part, you know, that bond is there.
You understand each other.
Yeah.
You guys ever get into it?
Of course, man. We were three brothers.
Oh man, yeah.
We still are. We're three brothers. So we were, you know, three brothers. It's you know, growing up.
Right?
Yeah.
But you know what? Like again, I wouldn't. If I were to go back in my life, I wouldn't do it in any other way, because it's brought a different type of bond in our relationship today. You know, even with my older brother, he's got two beautiful daughters, like, you know, I dearly love. But again, those two girls have made my relationship so much better with him, right? Which is nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
That's probably how you'd feel being a dad.
Yeah.
Pretty much it.
Yeah,
well,
I'm dad right now, man.
It's practice.
You know what's funny? Since you got the dog, I've been actually looking up into like dog things, that we'll talk about it. Like, yo, how's the dog behaving this time? I'm like, I think I read something on the internet for absolutely no reason.
I've been tempted by a dog several times, but I'm like, man, I can't even take care of it.
Honestly, I when I bought him, I didn't think he was going to be this much work.
It's a lot of work.
But it's a lot of work. And I think he's good. He sleeps at night. I usually wake up by 5:36. This guy wakes up at 5, but I go to sleep at 8:30. This guy won't go to sleep till 10, but I'll put him to bed, you know. But he doesn't like cry at night. He'll sleep. If I leave him in there for too long, which, you know, we probably shouldn't at this age anyways, then he would cry for sure, right? So, but he's good for the most part.